Hello and welcome to Geeks of the Round. I'm your host, Matt Moore. We're here to discuss Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This episode is Among Us Hide, which is Season 3, Episode 6. I know a couple weeks back I identified a different one as this one, and I was wrong. But this one is Among Us Hide 306. Let's introduce the panel. We'll start with Charles. How you doing, Charles?
I am doing good, and in regards to this episode, I only got one thing to say. What the fuck?
Oh, all right. So Charles only had one thing to say. He has said it, so we can block him from hanging out for now. Next up, we have Isaiah Mullins. How you doing, Isaiah?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. What do you think of the episode?
Overall, it was
meh.
okay. It was okay. Just okay.
No, it's just, like, seriously, what the fuck? Did I think that ended at the end of the episode?
Charles. You already said that.
I will explain later on.
I know that's... Never mind.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we have Lou Rod. How you doing, Lou Rod?
I'm good. I thoroughly enjoyed the episode, so let's get on with it.
All right. I, for some reason, am losing my voice. I think I'm getting sick. Apologize, everyone.
Blame Isaiah.
Yes, blame Isaiah. So I'm going to cure that with Four Loko.
I was going to blame Spike.
Oh, God, that tastes awful.
Why are you drinking it?
Because it gets me drunk.
Anyway, back to the show.
Fucking you and Charles, like stickler for let's get on task. What the fuck has happened? Who took over your bodies?
Well, to be fair, you guys had to rent me out for a moment, so, you know.
Okay,
All right,
Isaiah, what would you like to discuss first?
No, let's
Go first, Lynn.
let's not put Isaiah in charge of the show.
I did that one time. It was fun.
It would never be fun.
Oh,
It's
yes, it
fun
was.
for you, it's hell for the rest of us.
Oh, no, they enjoyed it. So stop lying, guys. Stop lying. It's not mine. Look, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
So the idea is that after last week's episode, which was amazing, although not much happened, it was still amazing. How one review put it, last week was a finely cooked steak, where this one is a finely cooked hamburger. So even if it is good in comparison to last week, it just kind of pales.
I agree with that.
Charles?
I thought
hamburger at best.
aside from the whole what the fuck moment at the end of the episode, for the most part, I would have to agree, yeah, it wasn't as good as last week's.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Except for that amazing what the fuck moment at the end.
I want to say it's
That's
amazing,
just
but
it. It wasn't a what the fuck moment for everyone. And of course, what he's talking about is the revelation that Andrew is actually Lash. That wasn't what the fuck for everyone. That just, most of us. Lou and Diano predicted it last week, and most of us thought that that they were fucking crazy.
right.
Like
Because
that's
I still say it was a what the fuck moment.
But it's impossible, though.
because them doing it is so fucking stupid.
Right, it is stupid.
Like, the writers can't be that stupid, but apparently they are.
But it actually
Unfortunately.
it explains why Andrew took off for that month when they went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also doesn't explain other things.
And it also explains the fact how he knew what Inhumans to go after and kill before he killed Homeboy 2 weeks ago.
But how do you know find the ATUC route? Which is like the only person who knows that.
ATCU.
No one cares.
Yes,
Anyway,
Bro, it's simple. He's probably got some way of finding out where Sky's going at all times.
how though? And plus, he was in a different place.
What's your mission this time?
He's not a
He
telepath.
literally can ask Guy.
Yeah, but he got-
Seriously.
But he was in a different place though.
Common
But
sense.
he's
Hey, Sky, where
No,
you
I'm not-
going today?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like he was at a different place. And last when they got attacked by Lash, it was at nighttime. He was pretty much attacked at morning time. So something's not making sense here. How in the world?
He was at 2 different places at 2 different times on the
No,
clock.
they all happened pretty much periodically at the same time.
No, it
Different,
didn't.
It wasn't at the
states.
same time. You just said he was attacked in the morning and then he attacked at night. You
Right.
just said it was 2 different times.
Right.
People can be in 2 different places at 2 different times.
But they're very far away though, compared to the store. So it's like, how in the hell he get to there?
Oh yes. How does an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. or someone who's working for S.H.I.E.L.D. have transportation?
Quinjet.
But again, it was very far. It was like no way in hell he could get that far from over there to over there.
Dude, you don't know where they were particularly.
You don't know where he fucking was. You don't know where that fucking.
They were
gas
in the
station-
same state. Because come on now, the HCCU
Why
was
not?
over there.
Oh my
He was over
fucking
there.
god.
It
He's
could
not
be-
teleporting.
They were never in different states, did Wad? Andrew
they
wasn't
was.
even featured 2 weeks ago. Only Lash was.
No, he was in that episode with Flash as well. So they were both in that episode together.
Okay, you don't mean Whiplash. You mean Lash.
Hey, same difference. Either way, they're both
No,
villains.
it's not the same difference.
No, it is
They're
not.
both villains. They're both villains. Why do we care? There's not nobody who's that interesting.
It's actually going to be something very interesting because what does May do going forward? Does she come clean and
No,
tell the team? Or does she
No.
protect Andrew? Does she take Andrew off to the side and say, hey, I know your little secret. Let's fight.
but you actually know that's actually Andrew. Because everybody talking about Lash. You never heard of Lash before.
May's going to be the last one to know. She's
Right.
going to be the absolute last one to know. Like, people are going to start figuring it out, and they're going to keep it from May because they don't want to see how May reacts.
May's the first one to know.
But that's
Yeah,
hard to
she
say,
figured
though.
it out at the end of the episode.
But they used to no. How can she actually know? She hasn't heard about Lash for like ever.
Dude,
You
the
don't hear about
fucking
what?
kid told her that Andrew transformed into Lash. She
No, he
might
said
not
monster, monster, not Lash, monster.
He did not specifically call him Lash. He only
Exactly.
mentioned
Okay, he
that
called him a
had changed.
monster, but regardless of the fact, he said he changed. And
How
she
is she
kind of
supposed to
has an
know?
idea. Dude,
Sky
May has
never
been
told
in the
her.
loop
Sky
ever
never
since
told about
episode
that.
1.
No,
I
I
never
wouldn't
told her.
be, I wouldn't be surprised that she would have been briefed.
what you're saying makes sense. What you're saying absolutely, positively makes sense. In a logical world, she should be the first one to know and the first one to accept. However, she loves this man. She's going to have blinders on.
Right.
She is going to be like, you're an unreliable source. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Are you high right now? Like, what? Like, fuck that guy. I don't
He
know.
was high. He was high on stab wounds.
Yeah, he kind of was.
Did exceed his
Too.
threshold of stab wounds. That is correct.
He went like a chump, like his father. So it's like, oh,
Dude, I'm sorry. Why even bother introducing this character if you were going to kill him off in 3 episodes?
Three
Actually,
episodes.
really 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say one of which he wasn't in.
no one really cared. Like, who cared about this dude?
But it's just a waste of a powerful name.
That's the
Yeah.
writer's fault, not us.
You know, that's just a waste of a powerful name. So why even bother going with that route? I find that part of the show, that part of the whole storyline to me was stupid. You just
Well, the whole
wasted a
part's
good
stupid.
name that you might have used in future movies or something if you developed that person right.
Yeah.
Since we're starting at the end and working our way back, our next step is the character played by Powers Booth, who, according to the articles I've read, is named Gideon, but his name has not been mentioned in the show.
Not yet.
Okay. Do you guys remember the part from the first Avengers movie where Nick Fury's talking to the World Council? The
Yes, he
main guy
was-
that talked about it, that was him.
Yeah.
He's on the World Council.
Thought
He
he was
was
dead.
on the World Council.
Isn't he
No,
dead?
he was not the World Council,
No.
but he was one of the members. Yes.
He
He
should
was
be
one of
dead.
its members, and he was not featured in the Winter Soldier. So no, he's not dead. Clearly.
Sure, because that'd be kind of odd though. If it's a
How
World
was
Council,
it
everyone-
the council members were killed?
Yeah,
I mean,
but
a
he should
few
be
of them
there
were killed
though.
in Winter Soldier, but other than that, there's a lot more people that are the brain trust of the council.
They didn't really say much about
And
that council. It's a
also
small
the guy is affiliated with Hydra. Why would they kill their own man?
because it's Hydra, dude.
Especially a high-ranking person in Hydra. Why would they kill him?
Because it's Hydra. They would do anything to get ahead. If it's sacrifice their own, they would do it.
Okay, stop talking. Somebody mute him.
You always should have cut one head off to get 2 more. That's
Matt,
Hydra.
for the love of God,
Oh.
mute him.
First off,
But,
two things. First, Hail Hydra. Second, I saw a cartoon. This is barely relevant. Saw a cartoon, a comic earlier, where Tony Stark is making out with a girl who has never been identified in the comics. Or maybe they've identified her, but it's not someone we know from the comics. Just a regular Joe Schmo girl, right? So he's done kissing her, and then he pulls away and he goes, "Hail Hydra." And she's like, "What?" And he's all like, "Nothing, just making sure." It was hilarious.
I don't know how that has any point.
He's all like, "That was random." He's all like, "In my world, it was. It's not." But yeah, that was his Hydra test, was to see if she responds with "Hail Hydra" back.
That's a good test.
But yeah, I mean, Gideon's obviously Hydra, though Hydra has had so much leadership change since then.
Yeah, I barely know that guy.
He's probably not loyal to Hydra anymore.
Yeah, why would he?
Yeah. And if he were to be loyal to Hydra, he sure in the hell probably would not acknowledge Ward, who wasn't even strict. It's in the strictest sense Hydra when Hydra defected. He worked for his own guy who loosely worked with Hydra.
Yeah. And plus, Hydra is like it can be anyone they want to be. It can be. They don't have to follow everyone's orders. It can be their own entity or their own cell type operations. Because they have to be, because they're broken up now due to the whole raid and everything else. Like Hydra can't do much of anything in the big groups. They got to do it in shadows. It must be in the shadows.
Let me see. And then of course we have the person going after all of these. We have Melinda May basically walks up to Mockingbird and starts to kick her ass, and that was awesome.
Well, kinda, but yeah.
It was kind of awesome?
No, kinda she kicked her ass, kinda.
Oh yeah. Well, that's just it. Is ultimately Melinda May lost because Melinda May, I think she was holding back. She just wanted to test her, and yeah. That's
a theory I'm going with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too.
So, but yeah, the whole thing was a test. I've got to give myself props. I pegged it as a test the moment it started.
It's obvious a test. Like, come on now, come
on. And then of course, Hunter's feeling sorry for himself because of the fact that he was taken off the field because he tried to kill Ward. He gave it one attempt, failed.
Bad, miserably.
Basically went, okay, you're benched.
Right. He could have crippled. He should have crippled the motherfucker, but no, he shot him in the shoulder blade. Okay, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Oh boy, mute him.
No, he did a great job of not killing Ward. Like, hey, dude, great job. Great job.
Well, technically, you could get crippled after being shot in the shoulder blades. It could do a lot of damage to the movement of your arm.
Yeah, that's true. But Hunter didn't do that. He's pretty much like he only grazed.
Oh Jesus! For the love of God, the guy was jumping out of a fucking window. Exactly. He's lucky he even shot him at all.
He should have emptied a whole fucking clip on him. Like, no, he only shot one time. One time.
All right, so yeah, Hunter's feeling bad for himself. What else we got? We got we got Sky trying to track down
Bank.
Huh?
Banks. His name is Banks with an S at the end. Banks.
Rosalind's number 2. She's convinced that he's Lash.
Yeah, but it was kind of too obvious.
Really? Well, against what? Andrew?
Yeah.
But see, that's where they got you. They wanted you to think that maybe Banks was Lash because Lash knew the route. So I can't see where he's coming from. You think Banks is Lash, but then they throw the curveball at you to reveal it was actually Andrew who was Lash.
But one thing that I don't have to pretty much say out here that you gotta really hinting of pretty much Lash being Andrew. I said, nah, it can't be. When he told that story, like, oh, the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent saved my life, like, okay, that sounds kind of malarkey now because there's more to that story. Like, there's something missing with that story. At the end of it,
Isaiah, shut up now.
Yeah.
The S.H.I.E.L.D. agent did save his life.
Not technically. He could have just pretty much killed himself.
The fucking agent shot 2 people.
Well,
yes,
one
he did.
got killed though. He killed.
Now, he survived the explosion because he turned into Lash.
Well, after killed the rest.
Made it that far if the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent had not shot the other folks. The S.H.I.E.L.D. agent did save his life.
Shot
twice.
one dude. One dude.
That's all you need to do. You didn't want to shoot one of them, and it gets the attention of everyone else, and it got the attention of Andrew to maybe duck and cover to transform. Duh.
Wow, transforming that short period of time.
You are correct that he did not tell the whole story, but he didn't lie either. Not technically.
He's not a good liar.
I'm sorry, did he say, oh, and then I absolutely did not transform into something else? No, he never...
He gave away his voice. It's like, yeah, okay, it's agent saved me, yeah.
All right, whatever.
You lying.
He lied to benefit his
Banks.
story.
Exactly.
They basically kidnapped Banks, acknowledged some anger issues, took a little bit of blood, and then realized
wow. It's like, Hunter is so stupid. Like, dude, really? You gonna use a bandana and just take that dude hostage? Okay, by all means. He's not gonna remember your face or your eyes or anything else like that. Okay. By all means, go for it, Hunter. Go for it. This is gonna bite me in the ass down the road.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I need to take a page out of your book.
Okay, what? What do you need?
Because you're like tuned out big time, and I need to learn how to tune out. Ah, your cell phone.
Oh, you have a cell phone now? I'm surprised.
What?
I'm surprised.
All right. And last but not least, we have Fitz and Simmons.
Oh, yeah.
Fitz is
to be honest,
but in the background, he's looking at shit for the monolith. Simmons, for a moment there, doubts his devotion to this particular project, but he's like, "No, look, bitch, I'm working on it.
Right.
It hasn't happened yet. Relax. It's gonna be done."
Relax.
Yeah.
the only thing that makes sense is that they'd have to contact maybe Lady Sif. Like maybe she might be able to help them get back to that planet.
How they do
I
that?
was gonna say the fucking Asgardians jump fucking planets all the time.
Well, that's because of the Bifrost.
Yes.
And the Bifrost is only connected within the realm of Asgard, which is only 9 individual planets. And I highly doubt that the planet that they were on was affiliated with Asgardian territory. I think it was more likely to be close to Kree territory.
Okay, and this is where we're going to get into Lou's wild speculation.
Yep.
If it's Helheim, Helheim is one of those planets.
Yes, it's like at the very bottom of that whole realm.
Yeah.
But they're not on the Helheim. They're probably on the planet called Ego.
And it's a good theory that you have going there, but it's got a lot of holes in it.
Not necessarily. Oh, well, maybe not. I mean, they'll probably never reveal the true source of that planet, and we'll all be just left to speculate.
And Lou's theory, if I can, and you can fill in, is that it's a planet Ego, which is a living planet. It's got its own consciousness. So when Will said this planet doesn't have weather, it has moods, that is referring to its consciousness. When it comes to things like death that was walking around, Ego can create soldiers to fight for it.
Yep.
Things of that nature. My thought is that if it were Ego and it had its own consciousness, that means that it can go wherever the fuck it wants, which means it would be impossible to teleport to. Impossible. Because you can't track its movements. So.
Okay, well, I guess what, bastards? I remember my speculation that I mentioned at the beginning of the Hangout.
Okay, go for it.
Wait, we are in speculation territory now, right?
Yeah, we kind of slid in, but we're there.
Okay, yeah, we slid in. Yeah, okay. My speculation is that with the reason why Andrew is Lash is probably because when he was introduced last season, he was not Lash, clearly. I think that he became Flash the same, not Flash. He became Lash the very same way that the character that was introduced in the premiere episode of season 3 with the whole melting like stuff, how he became an Inhuman. He took a fish oil tablet, and that's how he became an Inhuman.
I don't think so. Bless you.
How else would he have become
I think Lash has his own Keratin crystal. Remember, they said very few people had those crystals, and I'm pretty sure he had one of his own. And once the epidemic went global, is when he decided to go transform, and that's why he left May back in Maui or Honolulu, wherever the hell they were at.
So he was probably he probably knew about the Inhumans the whole time, but he hadn't transformed yet.
Or maybe he was already transformed, and since there was really no threat, he didn't feel the need to go out and kill people.
Well, we don't even really know why he's killing them. We have theories, but we don't know why he's killing them.
But if it's going by what the comic says, he killed the weaker of the Inhumans, then that's his reason. He's just killing all the weak ones. But I don't know why he wants to kill Lincoln, unless he feels threatened by Lincoln.
Well, I think that might have something to do with, like, Lincoln might be smart enough to figure it out.
Maybe.
That, or he feels threatened that, he's getting close to Daisy.
It is kind of interesting that every Inhuman that's come in since Andrew's been like, oh yeah, we can't put him in the field. He's not ready to be in the field. I think he's threatened by the whole thing.
Could be. I mean, he still hasn't killed Metal Man or Melty Man.
Where's he at anyways?
He's still down in the bunker, down below in the basement, where he can't harm no one.
Oh, maybe.
And the other girl that they got back 3 weeks ago, she's downstairs, I believe, too, recovering.
So they're all with pretty much Andrew, correct?
No, they're not with Andrew. They're in the S.H.I.E.L.D. base. But Andrew does have access to them. But Andrew has access to them as a psychiatrist, not Lash. Because he doesn't want to reveal that secret yet.
Or does he?
He kind of almost gave it away yesterday when his forehead started bulging.
Sorry, I had to mute Isaiah after he said, or does he? Yeah, that's where that by itself is worthy of muting.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so Lou, do you have any speculations?
I mean, how long do we think we're going to take before Lash is finally revealed, and when we're going back to the planet Ego?
Next episode for Lash.
We're gonna
probably the episode after that for Ego.
Yeah.
You think they're going to create their own time travel machine or time portal machine to get through there? Because they seem to not have no more monoliths.
It'll be a time portal. Yeah.
I think that they're going to get some help.
They're going to get an Einstein-Rosen bridge. Basically, they're going to make their own Bifrost.
They're going to go call what's his name, Hemdial or Hemdy, whatever.
I just blocked Charles for making a Stargate reference, except hiding the fact that it's a Stargate reference.
They're going to go contact Thor and be like, Thor, we need to use your machine.
It's called a Stargate machine, by the way, man. Can we use that?
Yeah, Charles was making a Stargate reference. He was just being slick about it.
What the fuck are you talking about? I was not making a Stargate reference. That wasn't even in my head.
It was today.
I was thinking about Thor. I was thinking about Thor and the whole Bifrost. Like, they'd make their own You know what? Fuck off, Matt.
I thought the Bifrost were
So you're telling me
guys in
episodes of Star Trek, or sorry, Stargate, they don't explain the Stargate as an Einstein-Rosen bridge.
But the thing is, an Einstein-Rosen bridge is actually mentioned in the first Thor movie.
Thank you. All right, so go ahead and send us an email at geeksaround.com@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/geeksaround. Facebook, G+, Twitter, find us at geeksaround. Or give us a call at 801-609-4687. That's 801-609-GOTR. Or check out the website, geeksoftheround.com. We worked hard on that, and I've done lots of articles lately. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.